oh crap, I'm locked into my house. It's ice shut. Woke up this morning with a lot of excuse me, a lot of water on my windows, which is humidity. And this being a dry cabin, it's kind of tricky to like manage the humidity, I guess, because like unlike a normal house, this is literally just like plywood, and if humidity gets stuck in here, there's actually mold issues that can happen, which have happened here in the past. There's definitely mold stains in here, and I had to treat some of the corners that were kind of just trying to regrow mold, but that wasn't an issue this morning. So this morning I woke up with a lot of water on my windows, and then I was going to like make sure and check that my car was actually heating up, because my landlady gave me a timer, which you can set it to a certain time that you want your car to start warming up, and with it being at least negative 13 outside, it's kind of time to start warming up the cars in the morning. So I kind of set it for like an hour. I think it was like 2 hours, because yesterday it didn't warm up and it got like 30 minutes of warm up time, and it wasn't as cold as negative 13. It was like negative 5 or something like that, but it like really didn't really want to start. Backtracking, I couldn't open the door, and granted I didn't turn on my little light in the house, so I'm like trying to pull this door open, and I realize there's more ice on the edges of the door, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm locked into my house. It's ice shut. So thankfully I turned on the light and noticed that the bolt wasn't all the way over, and I didn't bolt it last night for the reason of it potentially freezing. Undid that, and then the door opened. So I'm like, okay, we really need to get a dehumidifier, because my windows are frozen shut now as of like a couple days ago. They're sliding windows, and I was using those to kind of regulate the humidity. I just open them, especially when cooking, which I don't cook very often, and I don't run a humidifier. So this is literally just like breath that is humid in this house. So Adventures in Alaska. It's great. Negative 17, y'all. I bet you it's even colder outside though. So fun facts with this little cabin, I cook on the floor because I have to hook it up to this power outlet, and I'm doing bacons and trying to use up my dates. And I turn around to watch my movie for just a second, and I find that one licking her chops, eating one of the bacons. Now, granted, it's usually that one that will beg and look at the food when it's cooking. This is not the first time I have been cooking. That one will beg, but then that one has never had a fit with me before, and she just stole a whole slice of bacon. Guilty or not guilty, Sola? When the electricity goes out, which means your Toyo doesn't work, which means lights. Where's Rory? Anybody I spy a car? Holy crap, where's my car? Look how much freaking snow that is. I keep this swept. It's gorgeous. When you pee in the snow and the snow is up to your belly. Holy. Okay then. What are you doing, Sola? Okay, I vote who needs shovels when you have feet. Check out all this. It's like a foot, honestly. Still haven't finished Rory. I need to get the thing. Also, bare feet still. But we're getting there a little bit. My feet are kind of cold, so I'm actually going to put socks on this time. Also, the temperature change difference right now is kind of insane. So it's actually 15 degrees above zero right now, whereas 2 days ago it was negative 22 below zero. I think it was actually negative 22 yesterday morning. and that is a 37-degree difference within 48 hours. It's kind of ridiculous. So for those of you who have never experienced this, Sola eats every little dog food bit on its own. She takes forever. Chloe eats really, really fast. So Chloe finishes her food and she just stares at Sola until I take the bowl. Wait. Okay. And let her lick it all up. And then Sola acts like a little maniac over there. What are you doing? Are you happy now that you got food? Yeah? Are you happy? Lick your chest. Yeah. Typical evening. Cleaning the house, feeding the dogs, feeding myself. Yeah, this thing's getting kind of rickety. I probably need to tighten it again. It's because the dogs bounce down here to here, to here, to here, like constantly, because they have so much energy. So futons are amazing. I don't know how long this is gonna last though. Having short-haired dogs means no hair. Liars. 3 favorite adulting things in my house would be paper towels. I literally use these for like everything, from washing my dishes, drying them off as my plates, for cleaning my boot rack thing, and literally like paper towels are amazing. I go through so many of these. Number 2 would be Soapy here. Now I have 2 of these. I have Soapy and I have Thirsty. So if you guys haven't figured that out already, I have one that has soap and water in it, and I have one that's just water. So for washing dishes here, to conserve water, I spritz the dishes down with Soapy here, scrub them, wipe them out with the paper towel, and then spray with Thirsty, and then I wipe it again. Conserves a lot of water. It's super fun. I also use Thirsty for just cleaning normal things like the floor or whatever. And then favorite dog mom item, this here. These are the best rollers ever. They're from Fred Meyers. They're on sale right now. Don't take them all because I'm going to take a lot of them. So I literally use these for almost everything, not just clothes, but also the blankets on the bed, because I only wash them once a week tops. And even though my dogs are short-haired, they shed still. And then I also clean the yoga mats with them as well, which is quite funny. But hey, I don't have room for a vacuum or a shop vac, and it works. So these are amazing. So it is the once a month period where I go to the spring and get water. And for most Alaskans, they can do this if you have a dry house or a dry cabin. A lot of people go and they pay for water, which is just like city water. I drive out and I actually go to Fox and I get Fox spring water, which is free, and it's spring water, which is yummy. And so yeah, I go through about 5 gallons a week, which is just dog water and washing dishes kind of idea, but I also like really try to conserve water, so it's also like drinking as well. So but I also fill up water at work. So I try to conserve water as much as possible. You really don't know what conserving water is unless you actually live in a dry house or a dry cabin, and it's quite fun. So I'm gonna kind of show you. It's like 15 degrees out right now, so I'm not gonna do much videoing because my phone is going to die, but I'll show you a little bit of what I do, so then you guys can have an idea of what goes on. Then they go back over here in the kitchen, taking up most of my counter space. And with these guys, I choose one at a time, and you just pop this open so the air gets into it, so then the water flows a little bit easier. And I actually only filled up 3 out of 4 of these because I forgot one at home that still had a little bit of water, but it should last about 3 weeks. So ta-da! So these are a lot of fun stories that happened last month. I had more, but definitely didn't clip them, so that means they couldn't go in the video. But yeah, adulting is super fun and challenging, and honestly, it's a lot easier than I expected it to be, which is kind of cool because I had a friend in high school that was a couple seasons ahead of me, and she told me adulting really isn't that hard. So if you are a couple seasons behind me, don't stress out about living on your own or doing those things. Like, God will take care of you and He will provide as He always promised. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Find joy in the little things and give God glory